Hello guys, it's Brendan Borman back for the 270 video. Today I am Mark Cuban and I am pairing with the great Tyson Norman in a 2 versus 2. Tyson is playing as Ronald Reagan. I'll be playing against Matthew Perkins, who is playing as Ben Carson, and Tyler Powell, who is playing as Jeb Bush as his vice president. So if you are tuning into this, we're doing a 2 versus 2 where after turn number 8, both Reagan and Jeb will have to drop out. Jeb is a very inexperienced player. Tyson is one of the all-time greats. He has the most wins. Matthew's a good player, but I don't know. We shouldn't have any problems winning. That's no offense to Matthew. Tyler has a lot to learn. But anyway, we're all on the same team. We're all on the Republican team in my 2 versus 2 tournament. And so I would... doesn't matter. It's just kind of for practice, trying some new strategies. So looking here, we did clash in New York. I can actually go to where Carson can't. So I am going to go for the town and gown. I'm communicating with Tyson via Messenger, just so we don't actually clash in the same states. But also going in Minnesota, just so if I do get pressured in Massachusetts or Utah, I can lose one of them and still get town and gown. So, looking at the map, it looks like Carson will probably go for the Old South, trying to piggyback that into African American. I would be not shocked if Carson does go for the national groups. Looks like Jeb is blocking some of those national groups and going into California. And so that's the end of turn number 3. Now I'm going to go into some of these high-tech states. After I get the town and gown. So town and gown first. Pressure in Arizona. And Carson's going for the South. We do get New York. So there's the town and gown, there's the Old South, and then Jeb picks up national groups. Okay, so I have this town and gown, but I don't want to pressure in Arizona yet. I could just throw it in New Hampshire, see what happens. Now, if I enter into Pennsylvania and Michigan, that would be enough for the high-tech bonus next turn. I believe I'm going to save my cash and my town and gown, so I can attack in Arizona, New Hampshire if I need to. Not really sure what my partner's going to do. He could pressure him in the Old South, and especially the Carolinas. And here he does. So he's going in a lot of the states that Carson is going into, including Illinois. Hopefully he does not go into Michigan. Okay, good. So we have Michigan all by ourselves, uncontested. Pennsylvania is the next state for us. Okay, we do clash in New Hampshire. It's good by Jeb. So let's go ahead and just take New Hampshire. And then I'll go in the District of Columbia with my town and gown. And I have going to Michigan. And then if I go all into Pennsylvania, that'll give me the high-tech bonus. Now, I did the math, and if Jeb goes all in, we will clash. So I don't want to risk it. I'm just going to go 3. Or not. Yeah, I'll go 3. Okay, so Reagan takes Arizona. Carson goes into big conservative. That's interesting. Okay, so that is the... darn, no high tech because they took Pennsylvania. Okay, so now I don't have the high tech bonus, but I'm close, and I will whenever they forfeit. However, if they forfeit after turn 8, they'll have to forfeit during turn 9. It'll be turn 10 before I get the high tech bonus. Whew. So I can almost go for some of the big states like Texas or Florida, because I can piggyback the high tech into having California and New York and Latino and oil and ag and all this export, all those states. So what I'm going to do is make sure that my partner doesn't clash with me in Arizona. I'm going to use all my towning down there. I'm going to enter Florida, enter North Carolina, enter Louisiana, maybe Maryland and Virginia, some of these old South states, African American, just to put pressure on him. And eventually I'd like to get into Illinois, but I don't want to spend too much money right now. I want to carry some of this over. I'm not being attacked, really. I'm not going to get the high-tech bonus this turn. Okay, Carson gets big conservative. Oh, he spent 200 in California. Interesting. So I probably could have gotten high-tech if I would have spent up in... He didn't take me Michigan either. Wow. Okay. Definitely it'd be a lot harder that in the real tournament. So I just have Town and Gown. I could, this last turn for vice president, I think what I'm going to do, I can't risk going 2 in California because if he goes 1, we'd clash. I think I might go Texas and Florida just to make sure if he goes 200, we'd clash. He can't spend that much in California. Okay. So let's see what happened. Took DC. My partner's flipping some states. Interesting. So he went in Virginia, not all the way, but to the second to last rung. Because he was thinking maybe that Reagan would go to the last one and clash. That was smart, actually. Okay, so after this turn, this is a turn that the vice presidents will forfeit. And then turn number 10, I'll get the bonus sum. Obviously, I can take Texas. Texas plus Michigan plus Pennsylvania will give us the manufacturing bonus. And then New York, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Massachusetts, Utah, and New Hampshire will give us the high-tech bonus. So I'm going to go ahead and go in Wisconsin and Iowa to set up getting the swing state bonus, if I'm able to keep Florida. Okay, and Carson spent in Florida. So he's securing some of his old South and African-American potentially states. And there go the vice presidents. So what? So the game is glitching. I have 0 bonus in high tech and 0 bonus in manufacturing. I exit out of the game, I get back in, and they're not there now. I try it one more time. Still not working. Okay. See, now it doesn't even have me having any money in New Hampshire. And Pennsylvania and Michigan are messed up. I'm going to message the group. Just let them know kind of what's going on. It actually might balance the playing field just a little bit. I'm in a good position, so it's going to cost me a couple turns. Well, I can't go in New Hampshire. How stupid. Let's get out of the entire app and get back in. See if this works. Bum bum ba da 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 dun dun da 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 da. 270. Devise your strategy. Win the election. Got a minute and 30 left. I'm going to have to enter. I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to have to enter into New Hampshire again. I'm just complaining. I like to complain a lot. But it's all good. It's just a game with a lot of bugs and glitches. Grr. Okay, going back to the game. 34 seconds. One more time. Nothing. Okay, honey. Let's just play. The good thing is that money-wise and bonuses-wise, it's not like he's got a lot. That he's got pressure me in Michigan. Gonna retake the high-tech bonus, or no, I didn't get high-tech. Oh, I got manufacturing because of Michigan, but man, that stinks. So, crap, what do you do now? Okay, so I feel like I have to defend New York now. He does have the African American bonus. I am thinking I can maybe go next turn 2 in. I'm going to go 2 in Wisconsin just in case he flips one of the manufacturing states. I'll keep the other. And then I'm going to save a little bit so I can go double California next turn if I have to. Shoot, so he flipped Florida. We do get the high-tech bonus. So there's double California. Just in case he tries something cute in New York. And then where is he going? Pennsylvania or Michigan or both? Maybe I'll enter up into Ohio and Kentucky just in use some of my manufacturing bonus to open up new states. That way if he takes all those states. So it looks like he secures Florida. He thought I was coming. Clash in Ohio. I'm going to fast forward. There's Latino, oil, ag, export. Oh, it's just for having California. So, I got a lot of bonuses. I'm going to finish off. Should I do Michigan? Can I do Michigan and Pennsylvania? Entered the oil states. Try to sneak past him in Louisiana. I don't know. He can get swing states this turn. Better block in Iowa. I'd better block in Pennsylvania over. Just in case he goes all into Pennsylvania. And I'm going to hope he doesn't go in Ohio. Just going to use some of my bonuses. Might as well build my lead a little bit. So we have quite a few states that are filled. 29 in Florida, 13 in Virginia, 15 North Carolina, 11 in Arizona, 3 in the District of Columbia, 6 in Iowa, 20 in Pennsylvania. So we are getting semi-close to a ballot. He does get the swing state bonus. He did get Ohio. Shoot. Okay, so that's all the bonuses. I'm going to block Louisiana. Block Michigan. And I'm going to go in as many states as I can. Hopefully I can get all of them. It's getting late here. Trying to get one more video in. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it. So we're definitely over 100 now. Clash in Louisiana. Okay. So we should have, oh, we don't have a ballot. I forgot Missouri. Urgh, that stinks. Okay, my own state, I forget it. So I'm going to go in a couple states just in case I lose my export. I don't think I'm going to defend Louisiana this turn. I'll let him just have it back. That's fine. I'm going to defend some other states, though, like New Hampshire, Wisconsin. And I'm going to go 2 in a couple states just in case he doesn't go. And if he does not, we don't match or clash in Missouri, then we'll have a ballot. So despite getting, I wouldn't say screwed, but not getting all of my bonuses correctly, things are looking excellent. Looks like he's following me into quite a few states. But we clash in Missouri, so there will be another turn. Actually, 2 more turns at least. So I think this time I am going to defend Louisiana and try to steal New Mexico. And I'm actually not going to spend in Missouri this time. I'm going to let him spend. So here we go. See if, okay, we did get Louisiana. Did Missouri, MA? No, no one spent in Missouri, so there will be at least 2 more turns. Okay. Our money advantage is starting to creep up. I better go and look at New York. 153, 69. Just in case. I don't think he can go that much, but I'm going to spend some of my Latino and oil money in New Mexico. And we do have a money advantage, but he's closed off a lot of his states, and our states are open. So we need to pressure him back in some of his southern states. But as I say that, he fills up Alabama, clash in Indiana, clash in Kentucky. Wow, we got lucky. He's taken his small advantage in some states, closes off Mississippi. Missouri, okay, so we will have a ballot next turn. Nothing in New York, but he does flip Oklahoma, excuse me. He already had Colorado. So, last turn. Try to make sure it's not a glitch. I'm going to steal Oregon. Connecticut, I have all those high-tech bonus, nowhere else to use it, so I'll go there, I guess. Vermont. I still have these oil, ag. I'm going to try to flip Illinois. He'll probably just defend it, but that'd be a 40-point swing if he doesn't. And he doesn't really have a path to win anyway. Here we go. Oh, darn it. A lot of money wasted, but that's okay. That should do it. Anyway, shout out to Matthew Perkins and Tyler Powell and Tyson Norman. This has been a really great 2 versus 2 match. Just, I would say, get more experience and kind of some mistakes to avoid. Communicate what states you're entering into, how many, so you avoid clashes. Also, sometimes the game is not perfect and there's lots of bugs. And if you want to leave a feedback message, that might help. 270 might look at it, but just like they promised there'd be a Memorial Day tournament, and we still don't have that. So I'll believe it when I see it. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.